I'm going to have the recording and then I can post it up on a leaderboard or something. But now it's more of like, it's getting to the point where I see so many people. I mean, every stream I get these guys that come in here and, want to say what's up, and I just have, conversations with them and stuff. And so now it's not so much just, oh, I'm recording my speedruns. Now it's actually like being a part of the community. And that's really, really huge. The NES community, speedrunning community is just insanely welcoming and extremely friendly. And I guess that probably doesn't just apply to NES speedrunning, but that's the one I have the most experience with. But let's just say speedrunning community in general. I was kind of caught off guard when Bad Breaks was actually the first person that ever actually came in after I got the record and started talking to me about, being part of Best of NES and all this stuff. And ever since that, it's just been I feel like, the rocket was strapped to my back and I've just been flying,
Awesome.
It's quite a ride, man. I love it. So.
Yeah, shout outs to former guest Bad Breaks there. And since you mentioned him, I guess we should talk about GDQ a little bit. So was this a long time goal for you? Was it something you kind of just people talked you into doing? What kind of was the thinking when to submit this game to play it?
Well, I mean, when I started speedrunning, I thought it would be cool to do it, sure. But to think that I would have went from starting in 2017 to being a part of AGDQ 2018, I didn't think it would happen that fast, but it was awesome. And, I really did want to be a part of that. It's, I've watched all the AGDQs and I mean, it's just, well, not all of them. I mean, I forget which one I actually started watching, maybe like 2014 or 13. I don't know. Anyway, ever since I've been kind of watching those, it's always something that I found very interesting. And it's such a good way for you to like find new people to watch and everything, new runners that you haven't seen before. And finding people that you think would be really entertaining. So I really like the idea of being a part of that. And so when I actually was able to be a part of that, it just kind of blew my mind. I was extremely nervous. Nervous. I can't even, I have no word for how nervous I was, honestly.
So I did a recap show after every day, and I said that your run was definitely the best that day for sure. That's the first time I saw you actually. And, so and Bad Breaks there. I got to ask though, how did he end up on your couch? Did he call you my man a lot before that? He said my man about 10 times there. So how did that work?
Yeah, Bad Breaks. I love Bad Breaks, man. He's a really good friend, and he, like I said earlier, he was the first person in the speedrunning community to actually kind of, or at least big figurehead to reach out to me and actually, talk to me a lot and everything. And so I've always felt like I've had a close relationship with him, and we've had some fun streams together, just racing games against each other and just whatever else. And the whole my man thing. Yeah, that's the funny thing is I didn't even know that was part of like a Rick and Morty skit or whatever people are saying. That's actually, when I think about that, that's just Bad Breaks. Like that's just the thing. And we always call each other my man. I mean, it just started with him. I kind of just started copying it and doing it back to him. But originally it was just something he always said. And I'm sure it wasn't just to me. I think he said that to like everybody. But it was just a thing. But how he ended up on the couch was really just, when I found out that I was going to be able to do the run, and shout outs to Garrison, actually. I don't know a lot of people know this, but the Metroid run was actually approved for Garrison to run the game at AGDQ. And he gave me the run.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he just, I don't even know what to say about that still. But he came in, he's just like, dude, you should be the one to run this game. And I mean, I actually had invited Garrison to be on the couch, but unfortunately he wasn't able to be there that night. So the other people I had invited were Dragon Darch, Bad Breaks, and Dexter. And then along the way, Blecky was kind of in the chat, and we were talking about it too. And then I was like, "Yo, Blecky, like, do you want to be on the couch? You're the god of commentary." And he's like, "Well, yeah, okay." So that's kind of how the couch like just came together. But Bad Breaks was like the first person that I figured I wanted to have there, just because, like I said, I mean, just reaching out to me as this all started. I think he's been a part of it the whole way, and that's really important to me. And I am very very happy to like have a part of like the Best of NES team and stuff. I'd actually would like to be involved more in those kind of things in the future, but those kind of things I think are really, really great to be a part of and to help like lead a community,
Yeah. A few shout outs we got to give there. Shout outs to Garrison there. That's really huge. I mean, that's something that a lot of people would not do. That's something that I would have trouble doing, right? If they gave me the run, I'd be like, well, they gave it to me, but he did the thing that is a cool move for sure. And they gave you the chance. I also want to say shout outs to you because you assembled a great couch, right? Like, let's look about that couch right there, right? The God of Commentary and 3 other people that are, big runners in their own right, so that's the way to put together a couch. And I don't know if you guys talked about it, but that couch ran perfectly, right? Because there wasn't people talking over each other. Everyone knew their place, kind of. It was awesome.
Yeah, we actually didn't talk about it at all, aside from me talking directly to Blecky beforehand, just kind of talking about some of the stuff in the run. But other than that, no, I mean, it just, everybody sat down and we just did the thing. And I couldn't have asked for it to go any better. It was awesome. And I know that was some of the feedback that came back after the run, was that a lot of people thought the couch was really, really good, really informative. Like you said, not talking over each other and stuff. So it was incredible. I really loved it. And I have so much respect for all of the people that were there. Even Dexter, who didn't say a word because he didn't even have a headset on for the run, but just being there to support me. It's like, it was just incredible, man.
Yeah, I mean, you got the Couch of NES guys there, 2 Swedes and an American are big, huge NES guys.
All those guys been around for a long time, so yeah, I kind of felt like it was not like a passing of the torch thing, because these guys are all still super good at their games and everything. It's just that like it was like a welcoming thing, or like what would you say? It was like a coronation, because it was like, the building up. I mean, all these guys helping me out, or at least being a part of like the journey, right, on the streams and everything, seeing the grind. But then like, it's kind of like when you're there and you're on the stage, it is kind of like that moment, like you get your little place in the GDQ history, or in speedrunning history, right? So yeah, I mean, I probably like made it out to be like a bigger thing than it was. And like the whole deal with me being so nervous, like it was like me stressing myself out, right? But I just really wanted to do a great job in front of all those guys, not just the people that are all watching on the stream at home, but like everybody in that room, man. Just so many good peers in that room, and to just be a part of that and to like put on a good show for them,
Yeah, I mean, think of all the work that goes into your 30 minutes there, right? 45 minutes, 40 minutes, or whatever it was. Like, so many relationships were built, so much, time was spent grinding the game down, so many friendships were made. Like, we don't get to see that side of things, right? But like, that is there for some of these runs that are more than just a person playing a game, and it's a shame that some people don't get to see that. So just one last question about the run. What was you said you're extremely nervous. So what's it like up there, right? What are you thinking about? Did you forget what to do or anything? I mean, you obviously played fine, but how did it go for you in your mind?
The run, it's more about like the specific run that I was doing, that there's so many things that can go wrong, and the smallest little mistakes can absolutely just kill the run. So that was what was making me so nervous, is because no matter how much practice I had, no matter how many times I ran something through, or just no matter how hard I focused on something, there was always that chance that like when my hands are shaking, when I'm getting nervous, I make one slight, one little error, and all of a sudden I soft lock, or something else happens. So that's really what got it. I don't think it was anything with like the being in front of the crowd or anything like that. I think that was all fine. And I think that if I were to ever be able to do it again, I think I would probably be okay being up there and, just talking out through a run or something. But I don't know. I guess it was just more of the fear of like throwing the run and not being able to finish. Or I guess just even if I could like reset and finish, I just didn't want to. It goes back to what we were talking about before, I guess, right? Like the whole idea of showing off the game and this really making it look great and really wanting to get people's attention and, just all that stuff. I felt like if I wouldn't have put on a good show at that time, I feel like it would have been all for nothing,
Yeah. Well, good thing we passed it, because you definitely did a great job. So hopefully looking back, you think it was a good job, right?
Yeah. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. There was definitely some mistakes in there, but the fact that we finished the run and it ended clean, I'll take it.
Yeah. So I guess let's get to future plans here. Now I know you have a full-time job, so you're not a full-time streamer yet. But is that a goal in your mind? Do you hope to become this full-time streamer?
Well, I don't really know. I mean, I don't know if full time is the right answer, but I mean, I would like to be streaming more often. If I were to be in the position to do so. I mean, like say if Twitch partnership or something like that. And if everything's working out for me schedule wise and stuff like that, then yeah, I would love to. But it's kind of hard for me to say because like you said, I do work full time, but also like I'm a big Twitch viewer myself. I like to watch a lot of speedruns. I like to be in there supporting a lot of other runners. So